Hello, crackers. Welcome back to the Blackbird Podcast. I hope you're all good. Are you enjoying the sunshine? Isn't it sunny? Isn't it lovely? Lovely, 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 lovely. As I promised, I'm sporting green. Blankety blank. Green archery shirt. EFAF. This is what they wear, you know. What it should be wearing if they're shooting internationals or whatever. Or just for kicks. It's a lovely bit of kit. It's nice. I have been but communicating. Not like I'm doing a seance, but texting, all that jazz. With some folks who are on location in South Africa at the World Bow Hunter Championships. Today was the first day of proceedings, shooting. They had their little ceremony yesterday, the kind of welcome, thanks for coming, da-da-da-da-da, here's some Africa, blah, 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 blah. And put a bunch of stuff up on Facebook from the folks who were kind enough to send it from South Africa. So I had some mixed reviews there today. So I kicked off in earnest and was talking to Mark Daly, the legend, the alien, that is Mark Daly. He's in my category, as opposed to me being in his category. But he was, they started with a shitty one. It's like a 1 hour round. You get 1 arrow per target. And that's a bastard to start with. It's better if it's in the middle or the end, but to start with it, you want to be fucking tuned up for that. So I don't know if Mark Daly would probably have not a bother with it. But it turns out he got bitten by something or stung by something, and his arm was kind of Scooby-Dooed for most of the day. But he persevered, and I think he said he got stronger as the day went on, but his arm was in bits. You would know what the fuck be biting you out there in South Africa, like. Be like, fuck. Come back now, be missing an arm. But he put a photograph up of, it's like a topographic photo of the whole thing. I don't know, something you can compare to, like buildings and shit, or tents or whatever. It looked like a lot of walking. Very, very hot there as well, so, you know what I mean? You'd be melting, like. But fuck it. Everyone's loving the experience. And then we had our own Red Fox, Keith Ryan. He's shooting compound. I forget what he said he was shooting today, what particular part of the competition. I think it might have been a 2 hour round or something. But he was saying that it was kind of difficult to gauge the distances and stuff, because when we're here shooting, you have it's about a pin up out of the ground like so. They have like flat discs over there. And then the targets for guessing the distance, there's nothing to really gauge it off of. It's fairly flat, plain, kind of. But the photos look cool. You should check them out on Facebook. They're on the Blackbird Podcast. Oh yeah. And they're on Red Fox Archers. And they're on numerous other archery affiliated channels. Well, I say affiliated. Archery freaks. Because they're freaks for their archery. I think there's like 11 or 12 over there from the Irish clubs taking part. And I'd say just going on the photos alone, it looks awesome. It looks totally awesome. I hope in about 3 years from now I'll be able to be competent enough to actually go to such a thing without going there just for fucking working on your tan. But yeah, it looks awesome. It looks awesome. So there's plenty of activity, a flutter, if you will, of activity from kind of nothing to boom. And it will probably go back to nothing. But the thing about the calendar is it's constantly changing. You could look at it today and say, there's nothing. Well, I've written down some stuff that's on. You've got field and hunter rounds coming up this weekend in Laois. 2-day event. I'm working Saturday, so that's me out of the bracket there. And maybe I might get there Sunday just for the practice of it. But there's a lot of field and hunt now because UKFAC isn't too far away. It'll be here before we know it, and that's on in Scotland this year, and there's quite a lot travelling to that. Like, I hope it's better than fucking Derry last year. Oh, not good. I'm going to say it. Lots of people are being polite about it, but I mean, I took the time to go up there, stayed the night up there, and it was fucking shit. Okay, so then you have obviously the World Champs on over in South Africa. A bunch went over to that, and Wicklow Archers actually had a 3D Open this past weekend. I was seeing some posts about that online. It looked pretty cool. I think I was hoping to go there, but then between the jigs and the reels, it just didn't work out for me to go there. So yeah, there's a lot on. So I was looking only yesterday what's on after Laois. I think there's a bunch there that I think May's busy enough, so I'm looking forward to getting into a bunch of shoots there. Is it Valley Bowman and Danos or whatever? I can't remember the names. I can't pronounce the names. I can see them clearly written in my head, but I can't pronounce them. So there's a lot going on with the old archery. And I got my new arrow rest. And the brother was over there the other day, and I was putting it on with him, and he was like, it's pretty cool. I don't need the button, the plunger. I don't need that, which is used to center your shot, because this thing has 2 arms on it. You got the arrow rest itself, and then there's this little guy bending out with it, and it's pretty much a plunger. I can't talk today because my mouth is fucked up, but I said I'll try. I soldier on, But what was it called again? The Free Flight Arrow Rest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love this fucking arrow rest. I know how to adjust it now and everything. And it's yesterday morning. I think I shot for an hour with it, and then yesterday evening again for another hour, easy, maybe even an hour and a half. And what was wrong? There's nothing wrong with the arrow rest. The arrow rest is fantastic. It's solid out. Once you have it bolted on, it's going nowhere. Once you have it set, it's going nowhere. And if you need to adjust it, it's just like fucking winding a clock or a watch. Easy peasy. And it stays with all the shots going through it. You think the vibrations, but no, it's super. So at the moment, I'm fucking stoked. Very happy with that. The Free Flight Arrow Rest. They know what they're at. And then my string had to be, because the arrow sits different now on that as opposed to the plastic stick-on thing I had, obviously, so you have to re-knock your string. But then it turns out the cat got my fucking string. And she, the center part, she just fucked it up. But luckily enough, I had another string, a spare string. It's just it was lighter than the one I was using. The one I put on it then was the one Owen Reynolds made, Mr. Stringfellow. And it just lined up perfectly. I didn't have to re-knock shit. It was just like, well, there's the thing. Because that came off. I was using that in this riser. And you can see the plastic guy is on there because I had trouble with the fucking arrow rests on that guy. I just kept getting these things. They had too much going on. Too many fucking compartments and shit. And everything is tiny. So if one thing goes, I don't have the temperament, it just fucking... So when I was putting that string on from Owen, it was set up, and it just so happened that it was a bolt-on arrow rest, and it's sitting pretty. So I'm happy out with that, although I am ordering the heavier string. I don't know why, I think I like that, but Owen's one is just... So I had to relearn my gapping, basically, because You get one little change in your bow, as you probably know, folks, and everything changes. But fuck it, I was shooting happy out. I kind of working on getting where's the gap now, and pretty happy with it, I must say. So more training tomorrow. Happy out. Even in a very windy conditions here, it was still, the grouping was, I was very happy with the grouping. What was I shooting? I was just, not that it matters, I was shooting 20 and 35 yards, but just kind of working form and stuff and figure out gapping. I was fucking around with 10 yards for gapping, then walking back to 20 and then up to 35, just to kind of give me a bit of bearing. And I must say I was very happy with it. Very fucking happy. Not happy enough to go to South Africa and compete. No, that's a way away. A way away. But, no, it was cool. So I thought, happy days. But it's handy having a thing where you know how to fix it if it goes wrong. This thing is so easy. Compared to the other bolt-on guys I got, they were fucking bastards. And then I seen, come on, give me the name. Gone. Fuck. Jared O'Mara. Alright, Jared O'Mara sent me a link. Excuse me. For the Backyard Championships, Jake Kaminsky. Is that it? You know Jake Kaminsky? Yeah, Kaminsky. I bought one of his books. It was the wrong book. I was trying to buy a book on how he sets up his bow, I think. But I had a few drinks. I was home alone and I was like trying to figure out how to buy shit because I don't do this. And I ended up buying a book on the diet of an Olympic archer or something, which is pure useless. Fucking use to me. So I don't know, did I give it to somebody? Or else it's inside gathering dust. A doorstop, that's all it is for me. But he's got this thing he's starting out. It's like a mail-in match. You can do it. Say like me at home now, I have 2 backstops out there and I just fire at them. You can do a competition. It's online. You register with Jake Kaminsky's channel or his website, I think. I think it's like €14 for the whole thing, which is great. And you're part of like a global competition to all those who do it anyway. I think he wants to set up some kind of database or something. But it's all, you have to be honest, folks. You can't be going out shooting shit, coming in saying, best day of my life, I shot the best I've ever shot, and then lie through your teeth. That's just stupid. You gotta go and, what was he saying? That you can shoot for like, you know, you might be shooting well, you have a dip, you say, fuck it, I'll do it again. And when you get your best score, you can send that on. Just tell them what bow you're shooting, whether you're indoor or outdoor. I see it flying around Facebook today, so some folks have got an interest in it. I don't know when it's starting. I mean, I only heard about it this week. This week? Or past weekend. A few days ago. So if that's something that might tickle your fancy, because not all of us can just go to South Africa, you know, and take part in the World Bow Hunter Championships. Some of us aren't good enough, and some of us aren't rich enough, and some of us just have time issues. I'm all of these. But this is easy. This is fun. And you can check out your shit then online. And I think you get some kind of, I don't know, a badge. Look, it's just all fun. It's fun and it's another thing. Usually if you got if there's no shoots on for weeks and you kind of like, you get a bit stale just fucking practicing 20 yards or whatever. It's nice to have a bit of, it's like putting a bet on a horse race when you don't watch horse racing. Now you're going to watch that race. So it's that kind of thing. It's all for fun. That's all. It's all for fun, people. So I'll be doing that and shooting my bow more because I'm happy with my bow again. I'm happy with that fucking free flight arrow rest. It's super. I'm very happy with that. And like I said, I shot a lot of hours through it already in one day, and it's super. So looking forward to getting some shooting done tomorrow yet again. And that's all I've been at. That now and a bit of work. It's nearly too nice to work now, isn't it? So that's it in a nutshell. But these are super. You likey? Don't I look like, representing? I said it sticks out in fucking the heat in South Africa. These things, you need to wear a t-shirt under them because otherwise you stink like a skunk. I had that experience up in Derry last year. Fresh out, it's nice and clean. Had a shower, put it on, perfumed up the fuck, out the door. It's like walked only to the car. Not even 5 minute drive to the location we were shooting at. And after a coffee waiting around there, I was like, what is that smell? It's a terrible smell. Fuck it. It was me. It was me because of the way this reacted to my skin or whatever. So I have to wear a t-shirt under the bloody thing. But it's still nice. Same with the Red Fox shirt, I think. Something to do with the material. It's more plastic than fucking anything. I'm thinking of getting the Blackbird Podcast one done. Just get the painting and let them go get creative with it. But I don't know if anyone would be interested in that, in wearing a Blackbird Podcast shirt like this. I think it'd be cool. I might do it, we'll see. So that's what we're at, folks. What else? What the fuck else? I'll tell you what else. So the archery talk I got for you folks. Africa is kicked on. Day 1 down, dusted. And they got up fucking stupid o'clock. I mean, I think they were breakfasting at 5:30 a.m. or something. Then they had to get a bus to where they're going shooting at 6 or 6:15 or something like that. I don't know how long it takes them to get there. You don't want to be annoying people over there. At the end of the day, so how'd you get on? And you get a bit of insight. But they must be pooped. You know what I mean? There's a lot happening in a short space of time on a different fucking planet. But everyone seems to be loving the experience, and why wouldn't they? It's awesome, I would imagine. I'd love to have gone. So let's hope that they all do good things on day 2 and have a good relaxed. I'd say they'll sleep tonight. So anyways, what else was I going to do? I was going to do goodbye now because I have to go. I'm under savage pressure. I'm terribly pressured to do nothing. Got a fucking I have to look into this whole thing. I don't know if you've heard, but there was a big power outage in Spain and fucking Portugal and some parts of France. Just boom, lights out job for quite a while. So I was going to look into that, see what the crackers are saying about that, and wrestle the kids out of my space for a while. Fuckers. So anyway, folks, brief and easy. I'm terribly late because I've no excuse for you. I just look, it is what it is. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and talk to you soon. Take care now, crackers. Bye. Bye. Don't you hate when people go bye? But yeah, bye on the phone? Fuck off.